Hello and welcome to Bodge and Kate to have a lot on their plate. This is episode 63.
Yeah.
However you're consuming us today, thank you first of all. And also please give us a subscribe or a follow. We really appreciate it. And if you can be really generous today, maybe leave us a little review or a comment. We'd like that.
We've had some nice ones recently.
We have.
After last week's episode.
Show dedication coming up later.
Last week's episode stirred up the old hornet's nest of vegans.
Yes.
Coming for me.
Yes.
A lot of them don't probably listen to this podcast.
No,
so
none
you
of
can
them
say
do.
what you like.
It went into the vegan algorithm.
It did.
It's a very dry and dusty place.
I know.
Not a dry and dusty place.
It's short of protein. No, I'm joking. Yeah, they just were. I think one person wrote, God, this man is a walking red flag.
Yeah, I knew that before I...
Yeah, it's fine.
I still married him though.
She did. We're both red flags. What, two red flags together?
They cancel
Exactly.
each other out.
But thank you also for all the lovely messages, because one of the clips we shared was us talking about our decision to not have another child, and we just got some really lovely feedback, so thank you.
So many people were like, this is what's been on my mind, this is what kind of I was thinking, and I think they just appreciated someone in the public eye saying it. So, yeah.
Yes.
And do you know what? Hello, if you're a new listener or a new viewer to the podcast. Welcome along. It's we hope you enjoy the ride.
Thank you, producer Nick. That is, of course, producer Nick. I'm Kate Lawler, and to my right, the birthday boy. Hey, birthday boy.
Oh.
Let's give some context. Noah, our daughter, if you're a new listener, kept calling me, she went, oh, you're the big birthday boy. I was like, it's starting to get a bit weird now.
She said in the restaurant yesterday, she went, but you're birthday boy, daddy.
Yeah.
That's veering into somewhere, isn't
It
it?
is. She even wrote it on your birthday card.
It was very
But actually,
sweet.
she wrote boy, 42, birthday.
And the two was backwards.
Yeah, love her. She's
Cute.
4. Don't give her a hard time about it,
Well, she
babe.
got 4 right. She got 4 right, yeah.
Gaslighting your kid.
How cute was it that she made your birthday card?
It was adorable. She, honestly, this is just such an amazing age, and she was buzzed for me to have my birthday. So basically, on Sunday, Kate arranged a lunch for us and told Noah it's a secret. And just Noah she was beside herself. She just did not want to keep the secret. She went, Daddy, I'm going to tell you what your surprise is. I was like, no, don't tell me what surprise. She was like, okay, well, I'll give you a clue. It involves candles. And I was like,
Oh, cute.
I was like, okay, it's a cake. She was like, oh, yeah, maybe. She was like annoyed that I got it.
Did you have a nice birthday weekend?
I had a lovely birthday weekend. It was, look, my birthday is 11th of January. No one wants to go out then. So I always have my actual birthday kind of celebrations with friends at least 2 to 4 weeks afterwards.
Yeah.
So this is always about family and Emily. And it was great. I got to spend Saturday with Noah and Kate and my mum and sister. And then yesterday it was just us 3.
Yeah, we started the day by taking the Christmas tree down, didn't we?
We did.
What a
Yeah.
thing to do on your birthday. It was about time, though.
It was so dry. It was the most vegan tree I've ever seen.
Oh, God.
I'm
It was very
joking.
crispy.
It was so crispy.
All of the pine needles had gone dry and crispy. Do you know what we did yesterday for the first year ever, Nick?
What?
We pushed the tree out of the window instead of dragging it through the house.
Ground floor, I should
Did
add.
you?
Ground floor.
Ground floor, yes, of course.
probably-
Saying this, don't you remember we lived in the flat up on the... It was almost like the second floor flat.
Oh, yeah, we did it
And we
there.
pushed it out the window then.
Yeah, we did. We made sure there was no one below,
Yes.
of course.
Well, 2 things. There's videos around of this of people pushing trees out of their like quite high up tower windows and them landing in the ground the right way up, so it looks like I've just planted a tree.
Just
What
leave
about
it
one of those
funny.
trick shot people?
Yeah, exactly. And number 2, I came round last night for pod prep and dinner, and you put the tree in my parking spot.
What?
I put my bike out the front of your house. They've got a lovely bike rack out the front of their house. It's
We
brilliant.
do.
They look like a council street, but but I can chain my bike up to a proper pole out the front of the house. The tree's resting against that.
Oh,
so
I'm
thanks
so sorry, Nick.
to push that out of the way in the rain.
Do you know what? Hopefully the bin men have taken it today. And you'll get
so.
your bike rack back
Back.
next week
No one is sure...
when you come over.
No one is sure what to do
house.
with the Christmas tree.
What do you mean?
Like, we just put it outside and it disappears like a Christmas fairy it comes down. But there is no communication
They
from
do.
the
They're
council.
called the local council.
No, but there's no communication. We're going to come on this day,
No.
we're going to do like this.
Yes, there is.
Where is it?
You just go online and you put in Christmas tree collection and then your council of choice, and they tell you which day you need to put your Christmas tree outside.
Sounds like a lot of hard work, that. I want to know. They just write a letter for
you?
your door. I just think they send
What
us
a
so
waste
much...
of paper.
They send us... Well, what they could do is they could take the Christmas trees and then recycle them, and then the next year use the recycled paper to let everyone know what day they're going to pick up the Christmas
You
tree.
can buy Christmas trees that get recycled.
You looked this up, didn't you? It's a lot of faff.
It's a lot of money. You know what?
And money.
It's well worth the money because you can pay people to bring the tree to your house and even put it in its pot. Is it a pot?
Yeah,
Christmas
just a
tree
big
stand, yeah.
And then you can actually pay for them to come and collect it as well. And they take all the decorations off. I mean, that's really
They
expensive.
take the decorations
You
off?
can pay extra for that, which is just, I don't know.
I feel that's what footballers do. You know, footballers, when they phone up and they're like, the light bulb's gone, can someone come and change it? Like, they're just like, I don't want to touch this.
Yeah.
But isn't the one you saw was they pick it up and they put it back
in the ground, yeah, and it's your same tree every year, which I think is lovely. However,
It grows.
I like picking my Christmas tree. You don't know which Christmas tree you're going to get delivered, and then once they deliver it, you can't go, I don't like it, can you send it back?
But imagine if they're like, here's your Christmas tree for life, and you're like, it's a bit ugly,
Yeah.
but it's in now. It's
Yeah.
like it's having a kid you don't want. You're like, oh, I guess,
you could
guess the
get-
Christmas tree's back next year again.
But in an effort to be more sustainable, maybe we should try it next year. What do you think?
I mean, it's on the short list of things to do to save the planet.
I loved lobbing it out the window and getting the living room back. Isn't it a nice... I felt like my soul was cleansed. It's a nice feeling, isn't it, when you take the tree down and your house gets back to normal.
It's amazing how many things you can argue about when you take a tree down.
Oh.
Babe, it wasn't my fault you left one of the screws in the bottom of the
No,
tree.
here's what happened.
And
right?
then
Here's what
suddenly
happened.
the base went up and all the water fell out and soaked the rug.
Here's what happened. We took all the decks off, right?
I mean, that's
At least
exactly
there was
what...
water on the rug this time.
And not Baxter's urine.
Yeah.
And not, dog piss.
Okay.
Anyway,
Well,
she
that's if you
went
listen.
underneath and unscrewed everything. I was like, all right, should I take it out now? She went, yeah. So I lifted it up and it tipped. She went, whoa, whoa, whoa. She went, you've left one in. I was like, it was never part of my job to take
There was
any
three
screws out.
screws, all right?
I was holding the
There
tree
were
up.
3 screws
I was-
in the base, what's the thing called? The trunk. What is it called?
Of a
It's a base
tree?
stand.
The tree bit. What?
Trunk.
Trunk.
Yeah, it's called a tree trunk.
Yes.
So there were 3 screws in the
You
tree
went
trunk.
down, you unscrewed, you
Can
went,
I
okay,
finish?
go. No, because you're telling
There were
an inaccurate
3
story.
screws in the tree trunk, Bodge. I unscrewed the first 2 that were facing me,
You
and
never
I said,
told me you hadn't
"You're-"
unscrewed the third.
I did. I said, there's one for you to do, and you did the
No, I
one
was
that I
holding the
did.
tree.
Anyway, the water went everywhere. It was like there'd been a flood in our house. And
There wasn't. That's
And
that's
then,
just gonna-
and
That's
then
the
he
kind of
said,
dramatic side.
I'm going to have to stay in and you're going to have to go outside and pull the Christmas tree out the window.
No,
I was like, just
I was
leave,
gonna push.
leave me to it. You wanted me to go and pull.
No, I was going to push, do the most of the effort, and then you were just going to
Took
guide
over.
it out.
What did I do?
Did you take over?
I pushed
Of course
it
she
all the
took
way through
over.
the window.
She takes over everything. It's so annoying. And then the final bit was
Just let me push the tree.
we've got these
'Cause that's the
safety.
fun bit.
We've got these safety bolts in the window. So
Oh,
you have to
yeah.
unscrew
Oh, yeah,
these
yeah,
bolts
yeah,
out.
yeah.
So I took them out and I went to pull the window up. I was like, oh god, it's jammed. It's
Oh my God,
jammed.
10
it's not
minutes.
working. Not
He
10
went and got a
minutes,
knife.
5 minutes. I got a knife because I thought it was jammed shut. You know. So anyway, I'm there. She's like, what are you doing? You're scratching the window. I wasn't
Scratching all the
window.
woodwork with the knife. I was
Anyway.
like, what are you doing? We can open this window
And then she
together.
went, have you looked at the catch? And of course, there's a catch.
The
So I'm
middle
there
one.
trying to pull it
the-
against this catch.
You know a sash window there's
The thing
in
you
the middle of the
norm-
top, the
yeah.
gold thing that you spin around.
I
He'd
did
forgotten to do that.
Yeah, I forgot to do that. So all in all, it was a great start to my birthday. I'd say it
yeah.
increased
Felt
the aggressiveness levels in the house by about 30%. We were just like needling each other, which is very appropriate for a Christmas tree.
Oi, oi.
Am I weird for having Christmas songs playing while we did it?
Did you? That's
It
hilarious.
wasn't quite Christmas songs. It was like YouTube with a Christmas scene
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
tinkling jazz, Christmassy jazz.
I like that.
That's how to
Still
describe
Christmas,
it.
still festive.
Punctuated by adverts.
Yes, of
which
course.
really ruined the vibe.
So that was obviously the highlight of your birthday weekend. What was the next best
What was
bit?
the low light? What was the worst bit? So what did we do? Saturday we went to Yawacha in town. Up
No, I
west.
loved it. It's got a fish tank inside. And she was looking at all the fish in this fish tank and she went, Mummy, that's a puffer fish. She knew what a puffer fish was. Probably because
did.
of Tiddler by Julia Donaldson. Great storybook if you're listening and you've got kids. And the food was good. I
was okay.
thought I'd ordered some kind of bean, like a butter bean
love this
or some
about
black
Kate.
beans.
Can I-
I'd ordered long green beans.
Can I just
However,
say, when in Chinese food have you ever seen butter beans? Never.
I don't know. Or I thought I'd order black beans or any kind of beans, pinto beans, garbanzo beans, like
Name some more
cannelloni
beans.
beans, baked beans.
Another bean?
I just thought I'd ordered
Flicking the bean.
I thought your mum
Sorry.
listens to this podcast.
She doesn't know what that means. Hi, Mum, if you're listening.
Oh God!
Don't Google it.
Oh gosh! Anyway, I thought I'd ordered because it was underneath the tofu dish because obviously I'm still doing veganuary. And
Are you?
it was difficult at the weekend because we went to restaurants and there was loads of stuff I wanted off the menu. Anyway, I ordered the bean dish, which was below the tofu dish, thinking it was the protein option other than tofu. Anyway, it wasn't. It was green beans. However, the sauce mixed with the beans and the rice,
Yeah.
I was in heaven, food heaven. And I had steamed dumplings full of butternut squash and some lovely herbs and spices. It was divine.
Yeah, It was good. I had what I really wanted was crispy shredded beef.
And you got that?
No, I didn't. I got sweet and sour pork and kung pao chicken.
What was the crisp? Oh, that was duck.
That was sweet. And we had half a duck.
I love a duck.
It was so funny. No, I wouldn't eat anything. I said beforehand, I was like, will you, as a birthday present to me, will you try some stuff? She's like, yes, I will. But unfortunately, we timed it all wrong. She was hungry when she got in. She was in an awful mood. She got really upset. She ran off and sat under a table.
Yeah.
And then my sister went to like console her.
Embarrassing.
Then it wasn't embarrassing. It's just what kids do.
I was a little bit embarrassed.
Well, that's fine. My sister came back. She went, she wants you. So I went over there. I sat under this table with her. We had a little chat. Anyway,
in the restaurant?
In the restaurant. It's fine.
Were people around the table?
They weren't around the table.
Okay,
Like it was an empty
checking.
table.
Okay, cool.
What was a shame? She didn't try a char siu bun, like the bao bun, which I think is elite. Or did she try it?
She did try it.
She didn't like it.
She liked the bun, but she didn't like what was inside it.
She tried a spring roll, but she only likes the pancake bit on the outside. And my mum, God bless her, my mum's always like, she has to eat. So my mum, like, we were like, Mum, chill. Like, the main course is coming, there'll be something. My mum just couldn't chill, obviously.
She ate a ton of duck.
So my mum was like, what have you got? Bring pancakes. But obviously, it's not pancakes in the style of like fun pancakes. Like Chinese pancakes are literally like the paper things.
Yes.
They don't taste nice on their own. You need to fill it with like...
Yeah, they're a bit...
Yeah. And my mum was just like rolling up and shoving it in there. I was like, Mum, just like relax. Stop feeding her the paper.
You need some hoisin sauce with those.
Exactly.
But then they brought a crispy duck, and it turns out Noah loves duck. So
had no idea she was eating duck either. I told her, and she couldn't believe it. She thought she was eating chicken.
Wow.
But then she kept going quack quack. I'm turning into a duck.
Her Veganuary's going well.
All right, so that was your oucher.
Yeah, oucher.
And then when we left, we were in the heart of Soho.
Yes.
Walked through Sex Alley with Noah, which was a thing
We
I
should
never want to do
explain that
again.
to anyone who's not from London.
Okay, so there's Sex Alley. Soho is known for its sex
When you go and you
shops.
have to have sex. That would be weird, wouldn't it?
It's known for its sex shops.
It
It's
is.
a very promiscuous part of London. It's like fun. There's loads of lights. There's loads of...
It's mainly gays,
Loads of
though.
massage
Mainly the
shops.
gays.
Mainly the gays.
Mainly the gays.
Yeah, and
There's
Sex
a lot of
Alley.
gay
I
sex
mean, Nick,
shops.
you like Sex Alley, didn't you?
Did you like sex?
Love it, go there all the time.
Nick, you like gay sex?
What is so funny is that we walked past one
Sweating.
shop and it had loads of masks, like fancy dress masks. There was like famous people, like a Donald Trump mask, and there was a horse mask, then there was like a giraffe mask. I don't know, it was all animals. But then there was
What
a
a
pair
role
of
play.
then there
What
was
a
a pair
role
of
play.
like plastic tits.
Dog masks.
And Noah found it hilarious, so we had to go back and look at them again. And then we were walking through Sex Alley. There was loads of kinky underwear shops. So she saw lots of. I was literally holding my hands either side of her eyes so she could only see her head.
Blinkers.
Thankfully, she didn't stop and question anything, but it was quite
And
funny.
she was also dressed like Julie Andrews, wasn't she? She was dressed like a
she
little
was dressed
Mary
like-
Poppins.
she
She
was
was
dressed-
so smart.
No, she was dressed like Jane Banks from Mary Poppins. You know,
Yeah.
Jane and Michael with their coats.
She's got this lovely pink coat from Monsoon, I think it is.
Yeah.
The only reason I saw it on the label, I didn't obviously buy it.
She looked like Queen Elizabeth II.
She did. So she's got this like prim and
Unannouncing.
proper little girl. You know, she's quite posh, and she's
Gorgeous.
walking down Sex Alley going, "Ooh, plastic boobies." So that was quite funny.
And then when we left the restaurant, I decided to get one of those
my
tuk-tuks.
God.
They have these all over London, and these guys ride around with these tuk-tuks that are covered in pink fur, fairy lights with a speaker blasting out music.
because you
and a
promised her
blanket.
this like weeks ago.
Yeah,
didn't
when I
you?
went to Winter Wonderland with her before Christmas, when I had my phone pinched, there was a guy on one of these tuk-tuks waiting outside, and he wanted 40 quid to go down the road. And I said to him, I promise you, when I haven't spent all my money on Winter Wonderland, next year I'll take you on one. So we got one to Oxford Circus tube station. We must have been in it for 5 minutes?
I think it was like 10. It was cold as
great.
well. It was a good way
we
to
listened
travel.
to K-pop Demon Hunters, followed by You're the One That I Want, made famous from the Grease movie.
Great.
You know it well, Nick?
No, well, ooh.
I
The
gotta
One That I
say,
Want.
it was agonising for me because it's all the things that I don't really like. which is
Attention, loud noises.
And being in public.
Being in public, something really touristy.
Yes.
And people just looking at you. And also, Kate was singing at the top of her voice.
Yeah.
Obviously, because the worse I feel, the more it fuels Kate's energy to embarrass me.
So we had extrovert and introvert energy in the back seat with Noah
Amazing.
in between us, wondering which side she should be on.
Oh, she
And we
definitely
were covered
leans
in a
on your
blanket
side.
that was covered in cats.
Yeah, and I was zipping up
Lovely
my
and warm.
jacket and I was pulling my hat down, so there was like so little face to be identified by, it was just eyes.
I was disappointed that you didn't join in with the Grease song. I said,
What do you
right,
mean
you be Danny, I'll
disappointed?
be Sandy, let's go. You're the one that I want.
Yeah, great.
And while he didn't join in, loads of members of the public, when we were stopped at
They-
traffic lights, decided to join in with me,
That's
which
great.
Noah found hilarious and I found great. It was really good.
Do you know what? I actually don't mind that she does this stuff. It's just I can't join in. I can't join in. It's too much for me.
And I bartered the guy down. He wanted 30 quid. I went, I'll give you 20. Let's call it a deal, mate. Let's go, Dip. We got places to go, people to see. And he was a good driver and he was fun and the music was great. And I think that secretly was the highlight of your birthday, no?
No.
Nope, okay.
No, it was the Chinese food.
They look really fun. They do look really fun. And I think when you're in the right mood for seeing them and having them go by, but God, they're annoying. Like, just seeing them in the wild, they're so annoying.
Why?
So loud.
Yeah.
They sit out the front of Selfridges all the time. Like, they sit out the front of every theatre show that just comes out. So there's just cacophony of noise constantly.
It's the worst of London.
come on,
They play
guys.
bangers. What are you about?
But not when they're all going at the same time.
They never all congregate in the
They
same place,
They do, and
they?
I've seen them, and they need to stop.
It's quite a living. I'd say that because they're charging 30, 40 quid a pop.
I think I might
If you-
start at one.
If you're muggy enough to get in one, like we were, yeah.
It's cute. You
I
look
don't
like
know.
you had a great time. I love
So
it.
anyway,
wanna do it again.
that was the Saturday. Sunday morning, I got a lie-in. I got breakfast in bed.
Lovely.
Katie nipped over the road to get pastries from the local bakery.
Got a vegan raspberry croissant for myself. Absolutely
That was a
delicious.
banger. That was good. We read in bed. We had coffee. Had a bit of peace and quiet. Then we did the Christmas tree and stuff. And then you'd booked a special. Yeah, didn't tell me what it was. Just lunch.
I really wanted to go to Ave Mario, which is from Big Mama Group, the guys who run Circo
Glorious.
Polore. What is that restaurant called? We should know this. Circo Polore or something. And then they also own Glorious.
Populare.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
It's like one of the biggest ones.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, their restaurant is just off of the piazza in Covent Garden. Well worth going to. Italian food done to perfection. Vegan options are available. The most amazing like the interior of this
Yeah,
restaurant.
interior's wild.
And then when you go to the bathroom, you realise it's even bigger, and you're going through this maze of different restaurants because they've got 3 sections to the restaurant. Downstairs, you can watch the chefs at work. The toilets are great. It's like a rainbow. I mean, Noah was in her element in the bathroom.
Yeah.
But the food, I mean, this is what this show is about, food.
Is
was
it?
Divine.
This show is about food.
Is it about food?
Yeah.
There's
I
food
thought it was just
elements.
us yelling at each
It's
other
not
for
about
45
bathroom
minutes.
toilets, is it? It's about, it's about food.
Out of the two things, it's more about.
Yes.
To be fair, it's more about toilets than it is about food, given what we talk about.
We ordered 3 courses each and it was delightful. My pudding was roasted pineapple with toasted coconuts and loads of vegan cream.
It was good. It was good.
Noah
yeah.
had a chocolate mousse
I had the crab pasta. Oof, it was good.
for pudding.
For dessert.
No, for main,
Well,
obviously.
we're talking about puddings, so stick with it.
He's got to start with his main. Come
Yeah,
on.
he has to.
Yeah, and then going backwards, I had steak tartare.
And then go forwards again to the
And then I had the trio of puddings.
And what do you finish off with? Yeah,
Starter, bread.
yeah good.
focaccia.
Focaccia, yeah. It was good.
Oh.
And they come over and sing happy birthday.
Cute.
The Italian, our waiter was so Italian, stunk of smoke. He had like the proper thick Italian accent.
Yeah.
Really like gelled hair,
Yeah, great.
dark skin, brown eyes, weathered face. Like you could tell he was a smoker. He has an Italian wife. And he was like, my wife, she does not like tiramisu, but in here she accepts it.
His actual name is
So-
Kevin. He's from Grimsby. He's just playing
Good
a
act.
role.
Good act.
Great.
Oh, it was brilliant. I loved it.
No,
I'm
it was
really
re-
pleased you had a nice birthday. And did you like your present?
I love my present. Here we go. New Apple. And actually, that's what we did afterwards. We went into the Apple store. Kate very, very kindly got me an Apple Watch,
Nice.
a new one to replace my old one, which kept dying after 12 hours. Kind of useless that for a watch, isn't it?
Yeah.
If it doesn't even last a day.
No.
So it's got the new one. New things it can measure.
Oh, analytics.
Well, that's it exactly.
That's
What
it.
did I measure?
Blood
Blood
oxygen.
oxygen.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of useless unless you're really ill, but fine.
Sleep apnea, which...
Not just sleep. No, some of the things it was measuring when I wore it last night
Yeah.
to sleep, and it gave me a sleep score. I slept quite well.
Did you?
Probably because of the sleepies, to be fair.
He only slept for 6.5 hours,
I struggle to fall asleep, but when I do sleep, I'm deep in
which
sleep.
means I struggled because he was just moving around. And every time our bed moves, this sound happens.
What? Why?
There's something wrong with the bed frame and it bangs against a metal something. And we just can't get rid of this sound. So every time he moves, the bed makes a bang. And he could not get comfortable. And he was like, I'm really sorry, I'm struggling to get comfortable on these pillows. So
I've got a bad
we
neck
went
and
to bed
back.
around midnight.
Also, you were editing a video at 11:45.
Nah,
Yes,
I
you
was
were.
not. We went
Yes,
to
you
bed at
were.
11:30, and for half an hour you
No.
fidgeted like
No.
the fidgetiest fidget.
It wasn't half an hour.
on
It was
planet
45. It was
fidget.
11:45. We went to bed.
It literally says on your watch this morning. I looked at your
That
phone.
I fell asleep at 6 past midnight. Yeah.
that was the same as me. I was awake until you
Yeah,
were
but
asleep.
you were editing this video until 11:45.
What are you on about?
Yes, you were.
Sure.
Yes, you were.
Sure thing.
You. Oh my god. Editor of her own life. Anyway, Let's talk about my birthday. Do you know who else is born on my birthday?
John Major.
No. Anyone else?
Sabrina Carpenter.
Nope. I'll just tell you. We've got Brian Robson, ex-Man U and England footballer.
All right.
Mary J. Blige.
Oh, yeah, we know her.
she's cool.
She like her.
Majestic. Not the wine shop, the
Otherwise.
DJ.
Good.
I've never heard of him.
You never heard of him? There you go.
Or her.
Him. Jamie Vardy.
No.
Oh, Jamie Vardy.
I don't really see a lot in common with us all. You know, horoscopes are like everyone's the
people
same
are
thing.
same.
I can't see any kind of through line with all those people.
This is the same day and year.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Same day.
Oh no, not
definitely
same year.
not same.
I'm not the same age as Mary J. Blige
fine.
Or Brian Robson.
or Brian
Well, I
Robson.
didn't think so, because then they would be the same people as you.
They would be exactly the same people.
Yeah,
Can I tell you
exactly.
this about horoscopes though? So I was like, horoscopes are such bullshit. Let me look up what the horoscope says, right?
Yeah.
See if you agree or disagree.
With what your star sign is.
Yeah.
With if you're as your star sign.
Star
says
sign and
your
born on
things.
that day.
Okay.
Okay.
So it says, being a Capricorn born on January 11th, you are defined by a loyal and disciplined personality. Maybe.
You're very loyal.
I am
and you
loyal.
are so disciplined.
Yeah.
There you go. Although
Very
you may
great.
not be the most outgoing person in every setting.
Yeah.
Tick,
Well,
tick, tick.
not-
Tick, tick.
We've
This
got
is
3
lit-
ticks so far.
So,
Three.
I mean, it's describing your personality to a T.
In every setting, well, any setting of Kate, I'm definitely not the most outgoing person. Anyway, you've established several close, intimate relationships. That's
Yes.
true. Once you have determined someone to be worthwhile, you are extremely loyal and committed to their well-being.
This is all you.
Yes.
That is very true. In all areas of your life, you display discipline and order. Your friends and family are often inspired by the determination that you exhibit in the face of challenges.
How much do I say you're so determined? And when I say how proud I am of you for, when things get hard, you rise above.
When you're good in a crisis.
Yeah, good in
It's
a crisis,
remember
and
the
you're
phone
so
time.
disciplined and in order. Like you follow the rules.
Yeah.
That's it. Is that it? Is there more?
There's more. With a shrewd appreciation for detail, order, and structure, there are many
Athletic.
accomplishments that lay ahead of you. In love, you're extremely loyal and will allow loved ones to become fully integrated into your life, which is very true. Like I was thinking about this. I was like, doesn't everyone? But you realise that some couples are like quite separate, whereas me and you do everything together. Unfortunately, I like this. Unfortunately, your strong commitment makes it hard to forget when others have wronged you.
Oh my God, that is so you. I could give an example, but they might be listening to this podcast, so I won't.
Fight the urge to hold grudges as this only detracts from your happiness.
Oh my gosh.
That's funny though, it is. I
That's
mean,
quite-
it's uncanny.
What about you do hold a grudge?
I do hold
Do you
a
remember
grudge.
the guy?
Which one?
Podcast story.
There's a few, isn't there?
That's quite obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I do hold a grudge.
I cannot believe how much that's just described you to a T.
Once you're in the team, you're in the team. That's it. You're in.
Just everything about that is you, babes.
So,
I believe it.
Sorry. Kate's horoscope has disgusting manners.
I'm mortified.
The shit I get for burping in this show.
You do your burps on purpose. That would slip
What do you
down.
do on purpose? How do I do mine on purpose?
You always burp. You do it on purpose. You're like, you lift your ass and you fart.
How's that got to do with anything? Those are two different wind
I happen
things.
to just burp by accident
You let
there.
out the little.
Oh no! This is the beginning. This is the beginning when you just can't control them. You're going to be walking along the street, gassing as you walk
You're
along.
going to do your fart walks.
Yeah, you'll be fart walking soon. Oh no, Kate, what's happened?
It's all downhill from here.
This is it.
We love me till the end.
Today was the day.
This is when the wind
no.
finally broke free. Gone with the wind.
Oh, I hate doing that in front of you. Anything, if I pop off in front of him, I'm mortified.
I mean-
Do you still love me?
Of course I do. You're in the team. I'm too loyal.
He's too loyal.
The last thing I want to bring up, right? So there's some star signs which I'm very compatible in love with, and there's two which I'm not. Which one are you? What's your star sign?
No, first of all, tell us the ones you're not compatible with.
No, I want to know your star sign.
Well, are you going to make that up?
No,
Repeat
Fact.
that again.
He's loyal and fact.
Right, go
I'm
for it.
loyal and structured.
Just read it again.
Right, there's 4 star signs that I'm very compatible in love with. Apparently, I'm not buying any
and
of
two
this
you're
shit.
not.
And 2 I'm not.
I'm Taurus.
That's very compatible.
See?
Yay.
You made it. Pisces, Taurus, Virgo, and Scorpio. So I need 4 wives. And I'm not compatible with Libra and Aries.
Oh, well, so you'd hate my mum.
I don't hate your mum.
No, you
I think she hates me, though. She once told me that she was like, "Yo, your beard's really horrible. Can you shave it?" I did have a long beard.
You had a long beard.
Yeah.
And she said some really inappropriate things.
Very
about
inappropriate.
you.
Yeah, she did. That's it. That's mad.
Good.
I've always rubbished horoscopes.
You have.
But that you can't deny the facts.
Yeah.
But I'm a horse.
This episode is brought to you by Extracted. We are big fans of Extracted in our household.
Yes, we are.
We don't go to sleep when we say we're going to go to sleep, but we do fall asleep quicker thanks to these supplements. And we've even got producer Nick on them, haven't we?
You have. I absolutely love them.
Which one's your favourite?
I like the Calmee.
Oh, yeah.
Calmee's so good. It takes the edge off when, everything's feeling a bit much. You've got a bit of anxiety going on. Pop a couple of those. They're so good. They just relax you.
Yours is Magnesium Complex, isn't it?
I'm such a big advocate of magnesium. In the last couple of years, I'd never taken it before. Someone recommended magnesium for deeper sleep, and I had really struggled. Like, I run my own business. There's lots of stresses. There's lots of things to think about. When you take magnesium, it just gives you that deeper sleep. It's crazy. Like, you literally feel like you've had a rest, as opposed to like waking up every hour or so thinking about things.
For me, it's all about Sleepees. I love them because I struggled to fall asleep and stay asleep. And the Sleepee, 2 before bed with a glass of water, I fall asleep within minutes rather than laying there wide-eyed for an hour thinking about my life and what I could do better. So for me, I mean, there's supplements for everyone, right?
Yep.
And you sometimes take all 3.
I sometimes go for the triple threat.
Why wouldn't you? It's so good because also they're clean, they're filler-free supplements.
Yes.
So they're
Well, it's
really
natural
good.
stuff, right?
All natural.
And they're made in
Really
the UK, which we love.
We do love
Yeah, and the main, like, you can take these and the next morning you don't feel tired. Whereas if you were to take a sleeping pill or like a herbal alternative or melatonin, I'm always knackered the next day. Whereas this is actually part of my routine.
So if you're listening to this thinking, oh my God, that's me, I'm having trouble sleeping, I wake up in the middle of the night, I've got trouble falling asleep, get onto extracted.co.uk and you can use our code for 20% off. The code is BOJANDKATE, Bodge and Kate, for 20% off all products. All right, can we discuss the hellish ice that made everyone fall over last week, please? I wonder what percentage of our listeners fell over on the ice, because I think it would be very high.
Well, it's unmeasurable, but 35%.
I reckon 75%.
I was going to say 64.
Do you know how we can do it? We can put a poll on Instagram. Do you remember 3 weeks ago when Neil was falling over?
3 weeks ago. It was last week. It was last week.
Okay, fine. Do you want
And
to do
if
a poll?
you did, you'll remember.
Yeah, of course.
Come on.
I fell over as soon as I left the house because I ran over to get Baxter's hot water bottle out of the car.
You fall
And
over when it's not icy. So I can't imagine how you cope with ice.
Do you know what I did the other day? I was recycling. I was doing a job that you said that I never do.
Okay.
I was tearing apart a massive pooch and mutt box.
Stop it. You actually broke down some
I
recycling.
broke down this pooch and
This
mutt
is
delivery that we
incredible.
had. And I was...
Because it was bigger than the actual recycling bin. It would have had to be. Because if you could have fit it in, you would have.
Correct.
Good.
I couldn't fit it in.
Between her and her sister, when Karen comes over sometimes, and Karen's like, "I'll take your recycling out." I'm like, "No," and it's just like, it's just boxes.
Tetris gone wrong. No, there wasn't any room in the recycling bin, so I did have to break this enormous box down. But I must have it on the Nest camera.
Right. What did you do?
I was tearing the cardboard up, and as I tore it really hard, I literally punched myself in the face. And I went, ow! And I need to watch it back. I
Do
guess,
you remember my injury recycling? This was very stupid of me.
Oh, you always have to one-up me, didn't you?
Well, I did use a knife.
Oh,
And I
no.
did stab myself.
Oh, was
Oh,
that
no.
recycling?
Yeah,
Ended up in A&E.
I was recycling with a Stanley
knife.
knife.
Stanley knife, yeah.
Pen knife.
I said that.
and I was
shiv,
cutting
yeah.
this box, and then I got a phone call, and I very stupidly took the call, went like this, and my phone dropped, and I went like this, and I went to catch it, but I was holding a knife, and instead I just plunged, and I've still got the scar here.
Oof.
That's it there. And I just went straight in, and I was like, oh, it didn't actually hurt. And I was like, oh, it's not stopped bleeding.
Till you saw
So
it.
for 10 minutes I was holding it, and it wouldn't stop bleeding. And then Kate was like, we should go to A&E. And I could have
that's
literally
good.
cut all the nerves to my thumb. I was quite lucky.
Did they send an ambulance or did you go to A&E?
No, we went. It didn't hurt at any point. It's mad.
So brave.
I'm so hard.
Such
So hard.
well
Such a
off,
high
babes.
crime threat.
It's really hard to be as hard as I am.
Didn't you stitch up the thing yourself?
I used some plasters.
Heat. You put the hot rod on your
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
and that
yeah. I used the poker.
yeah.
No, they stitched it up in a kind of mobile, the home style thing, didn't they?
Did
Do you
they?
remember it was outside?
Oh, you didn't go to a big A&E, you went to kind of a walk-in.
No, I went to big A&E. They took one look at me. They went,
Go to the demountable.
yeah. Go to the thing on bricks.
Anyway, going back to the ice. I fell over. Nick, you fell over.
Oh my God, I came off my bike.
Whoa.
So I was cycling on that morning when it was like treacherous. It was. And it was, I think it was unexpected ice and it was just everywhere.
I'd almost say it was stupid to cycle.
It was absolutely stupid to cycle, but I was cycling along. But previous to that, I was having a giggle at people slipping and sliding along the
Karma.
pavements.
Karma's
You
a
got
bitch, babe.
And then I took a corner. There was 2 cyclists in front of me and 1 behind. All 4 of us came off on the same corner. It was like an absolute joke.
Like you just hit some black ice.
hit
or
some
something.
black ice and just all of us went like skittles.
Did you hurt yourself?
No. I was fine because it was cold. I was very padded.
Oh, that's
very
good.
rugged up.
Was
'Cause
everybody
normally
else okay?
Yeah, everyone else was fine. We all just pretty much looked around. You guys all right? And then we all got up sheepishly and just cycled off.
Oh.
It's one of
Not a word
those,
was
like,
said.
I'd say top 5 embarrassing things falling off a bike.
I saw a
is.
grandma fall on top of her grandchild. Why are you laughing? It's funny. This poor grandma, she fell
Like
onto her kid, and then her kid fell.
Elbow drop.
It was literally like that. And then as I was walking, I was like, "You okay?"
no.
And the kid was crying. And then I walked further down the road, and this woman was just sat on the floor, on the pavement.
She'd given up.
She'd given up, and this woman was trying to get her up, and she was just. It was as if she was saying, "I can't be bothered. I'm here now. I don't know how I'm going to get up."
Wait till it warms up.
My mate Denise fell over. She bashed. She got a massive bruise on her leg.
no.
It was so icy.
Icy.
Because when you go to like Norway and they have those boots with proper grip.
Yeah.
If you've ever walked in boots with proper grip and then you change shoes to without, you just know it's mad difference. We are not equipped here for anything below 2 degrees.
It was happening all through Amsterdam too. I saw some videos online about people with their bikes and just sliding down and trying to push their bike up a hill and them just sliding back on it and people just going literally down
I thought it
towards
was really
the
flat
canals.
in
Full on.
Amsterdam.
There's small hills.
Small hills.
I saw a great video, so I was just going to say it's from Amsterdam canals. Some dickhead had taken all his clothes off and he was just in his pants and he was ice skating on the canal.
Oh,
and
yeah,
you could hear it cracking and then he skates and it cracks and he just goes headfirst into the water. Served him right.
Yeah, it does.
For showing off.
Idiot.
For show.
Oh, you could never just feel sorry for anyone, can you?
Nope.
Take a good hard look at yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't have to take all his clothes off, did he?
No, that's what I'm saying. He wanted attention, he got attention, and hypothermia.
And hypothermia. Yeah, the guys in Amsterdam. I love that it's so ingrained in their society that they'll just still cycle even when it's really, really icy.
Just
Mind you,
like
you
me.
cycled.
Just like me, guys.
And you got
Just like me.
punched.
Yeah. Oh, I did.
Nick got punched last week.
Yeah.
He fell over on the ice and he got punched.
I did actually. I was cycling fine. I was just sort of slightly weaving through cars, but it was a guy walking down the middle of the road. So he was more in the wrong than I was. Of
course he
So I
is.
went on his side and then as I came towards him, he sort of lunged towards me, like to try and joke, to try and make me fall off.
Was he pissed?
Yeah.
Right, fine.
And I just went, f off to him pretty much. And then he punched me in the shoulder as I went past. Thank God it didn't come off and it wasn't hard enough and I just cycled off because, you don't want to... you don't want to aggress with that.
Yeah, you don't want to mess with the wrong people.
No.
You don't know what they got in their pocket.
It's true.
It's true.
So I just cycled off.
So, do you know what? I'm glad you were okay after being punched. I'm
Yep.
glad you were okay on the ice. Bodge, you didn't fall, but you did skid.
Yeah, that's it.
He's got no story.
I've got no story.
Let's
I
move on.
slipped a bit.
Let's move on. So last night I told Noah about the Potty fairy. Now the Potty fairy is similar to the dummy fairy who many parents call upon when it's time to say goodbye to the child's pacifier.
Which one is Nick?
I was the dummy fairy.
I know, but
Anyway,
that was meant to be a joke, but actually you have a story about being a dummy fairy. But anyway.
He does. He has a story about being a dummy fairy, but we'll go to that in a minute because basically when Noah started potty training, we put a potty in her room. This was on the advice of my future sister-in-law, which is really good advice.
Yeah.
Because then when she needed the toilet, she'd just get up, use the potty and get back into bed rather than call us to go to the toilet. It's a great tip if you're potty training. However, I still every night take the potty from the bathroom into her bedroom, put some toilet roll out, and she still uses the potty. Either when we've left the room and she's sitting there listening to an audio story, or like first thing in the morning, she'll sit on her potty. And the potty's
not the
small.
worst thing.
What, the potty's small, babe. She's growing up. She's nearly 5. She looks like Buddy from Elf when he's sitting on the bloody toilet in the North Pole. That's what she looks like.
Yeah.
And she's too big for it. So last night I said to her, babes, when you're 5, we will give your potty to the potty fairy. And she said, what potty fairy? And I said, there's a fairy that comes when kids are 5. It takes away the potty, and then the fairy leaves you something in return, like a present.
It's a massive turd.
Her mind was
on the floor. Potty fairy's bin. Yeah.
Her mind was blown. She was so excited that she was going to get a gift. And then she went to me, Mummy, I've decided I want to give the potty fairy. Mummy, I've decided I want to give the potty to the potty fairy tonight, because then tomorrow I'll get my present. And I was like, I haven't thought about this because I don't have a present. And I was like, well, I tell you what we'll do. How about we write a letter to the fairy and explain that you're done with it? But what we haven't got time for tonight is a letter. So we'll write that tomorrow when we get home from school. And then I thought I can order something off Amazon tonight. It will get here tomorrow, and then I can have it the next day.
What are you thinking?
You haven't.
What's an appropriate...
The Elsa costume that she wants for her birthday.
Right, okay.
Yeah, just something like that. Or maybe just a new book. I don't know.
I'm just wondering what the value exchange is. Do you know what I mean? How high...
What do you think it should be?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I have this image of her going to kids' parties. She's like, I've got this Elsa dress, which I got from the potty fairy. We're going to have to explain that one.
Maybe it shouldn't be that big.
Maybe something she can't take out of the house.
Okay.
For questioning. Do you know, like for interrogation from other kids? You know, like where'd you get that from?
Money? She likes
some money? Yeah, it's a bit early for giving him money.
She's got a money box full of coins.
She has no idea about the value. All those coins are from they're like 2p's. She's got no idea of the value of things. Which is half the problem, because she goes, whenever anything breaks, she goes, don't worry, you can just buy another one. I was like, babe, we don't have an infinite money tree. No. You don't just
Does she want something for her room?
Yeah, she wants the whole thing painted pink, and she wants her wallpaper.
No, too big.
No, not that. No, something for her room, not her room.
Yeah.
What about... She wants another doodle mat. You know, the doodle mat we got over Christmas.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, just give her one of those.
Yeah, that's great.
Fine.
You bought like 20 of them, didn't you?
I did. There were future presents for birthday parties.
Perfect.
Okay, don't judge me. So anyway, I thought it was very sweet. So we're going to write a letter to the. So I was about to say
doo-doo fairy.
No, I was about to say tooth fairy, but it's the potty fairy. And then she said, actually, I will give it. Do you know what? Let's keep it for a month more, and I'll give it on the night of my 5th birthday. And I was like, great. Okay. That gives me time to buy you something small. And then I thought, she's going to go to school today and talk about the potty fairy.
Yeah,
is that okay?
Yeah, look, it's fine.
She might not want to talk about the fact that she uses the potty.
True.
I think she talks about everything.
Yeah.
There is no filter.
She's got some chat on her, that kid, doesn't she?
My
She's
God.
got her first piano lesson tonight.
Oh.
Which I love.
That's so cute.
How cute is that she's going to learn to play the piano?
I love it. We can start making a band. I'll record some of her stuff. We'll turn it into a proper song.
Oh. Yeah, so it's going to be a 20-minute lesson. We've got a piano teacher coming over. They're going to start on the keyboard that we've got. She loves playing on her keyboard. I mean, mainly it's the Frozen demo that she just plays, but she's
got a bit of an idea. She understands that when she understands the rhythm of the music, so she's there pressing the piano key in time, and then you can see when she hears when the music moves and she plays the right note accidentally because she's just pressing F, and then suddenly she'll hear it kind of match up, and you kind of see and you notice a connection.
Yeah.
So look, I'm very musical. I've made music for 20 years. You know, you're a DJ. You love music. So hopefully that passes on. I'd love her. I absolutely love her to not have to learn the clarinet and learn a proper instrument.
And I just want her to learn to read music because I could never do it. Remember, I pretended the whole time that I couldn't read. That I could read music when I couldn't. So I just would love her to be.
Yeah.
Anyway, she's asked to learn to play the piano. She said, I really want piano lessons. So tonight's the first piano lesson. She had her first chess club last week.
She's going to be a little nerd, isn't she?
She's turning into a nerd, isn't she?
No, our whole class went as well. They're all nerds as well.
I did chess. I played chess.
Did you?
Loved chess.
I still don't know how to play chess.
You don't know anything,
I
do you?
know. This podcast is very revealing.
You should have chess lessons and piano lessons. Do you know what Kate's just started, though? Sudoku.
I've just started playing Sudoku.
Have you?
I love it. And I'm really good.
Are you?
Yeah.
Well...
So... Hang on a minute. Yesterday,
that was unnecessarily harsh. I'm sorry.
Yesterday, I completed it in 1 minute 42, and it said the average time for this game for people was 3 minutes 10.
To make you feel better.
Oh, is that not real?
No, it's fine. It's easy. But you will. What's good? And sorry, that sounded really harsh for me. I didn't mean that. It's great that you're starting because you've never played it, and it's great for your brain.
Yeah, it is.
And you'll get to the later levels. And that's what I was saying to you. Have you seen like the notes function? Because you've got to start predicting what numbers are going to be in, and you have to make little notes on them and stuff like that. Which I show. But it's great. It's amazing. You should, please carry on.
So step 1 is Sudoku, losing control of bodily functions, then crosswords next, and then a retirement home. Brilliant.
All right, what's on our plate this week? Producer Nick has been whipping up a storm in the kitchen. Tell everybody what you made.
So I was inspired this week by a guy called Alfie Steiner. He's just got a cheeky 5.2 mil on his Instagram, and he did. So he's
Obsessed.
Alfie Cooks. So he's a mainly vegan, vegetarian chef, plant-based. He's brilliant because, of course, we're in Veganuary at the moment. If you
hadn't
didn't know.
noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we are. It's good. Well in. And so I did a cauliflower steak with chimichurri sauce and a butter bean puree.
Yes,
So
you did.
Interestingly, which you may or may not think, we were going to have a steak actually that night but in the end Kate was there, so we had this cauliflower steak instead.
You say
Yeah.
we. I was
We.
meant to be out, so Bodge
She's-
and Nick
we were just
like,
gonna do-
we'll have me because
Yeah.
the missus is out.
It was like Nick was going to come over for a special occasion
Yeah.
for steak night.
It's a
Steak dinner.
staycation.
Yeah.
Steak.
And then last minute, Nick's like, right,
Romantic.
see you soon. And Kate's like, I'm actually staying in. And Nick's like, oh, I'll make something vegan.
Yeah.
And then you went, well, we may as well use this for the podcast.
How good. Well,
Brilliant.
I said we're going to use this for the podcast once it was plated
Yes.
because honestly, it was
good.
divine.
So you pan sear. So the way you get a cauliflower steak is you need to use the middle section of the cauliflower. So you cut it like an inch and a half thick from the middle. 'Cause
Yeah.
Then you've got the trunk, as we know, or the stalk down the bottom, and they stay together, and it looks like sort of the flowers on the tree.
Yeah.
Because you cut the outside, obviously they'll all just fall off. So you can get one or two steaks from the middle of a reasonably sized cauliflower. So I had to buy two because there was three of us. Chimichurri sauce, just parsley, olive oil, red wine vinegar, and chili, and quite a bit of garlic.
We'll talk about that.
We'll talk about that in a second. And the butter bean puree was a jar of butter beans. I used some some vegetable stock. I would have if it wasn't. Some vegetable stock, and then, because that loosened it up, and then you just puree that with a bit of garlic too.
It's
Which
really
we'll talk
good. That
about
butter
too.
bean puree.
It was really nice. Then you pan fry the steak, rub it with olive oil and a bit of paprika, salt and pepper, and then pan fry that. I finished it off in the oven, and also what I did was I added some roasted cherry tomatoes on the side, some vine-ripened cherry tomatoes, and some beans that I cooked in the mess that was left by the cauliflower. So it was like nice and oily and nice.
Yeah.
They were great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the recipe
was
is
it.
up on Bodge and Kate's Instagram. Oh my gosh! As
You want to go first?
As
Yeah.
somebody who's taken part in Veganuary, it was my second favourite thing that I've eaten this month.
Great.
After my own bolognese,
thing,
which
which
I
is
loved.
good.
Bodge, you start.
I think this is probably the nicest, like visually, the nicest dish we've made on this.
He's all
on
about
the show.
presentation, though, isn't he?
It is.
I
It's
do
great
like some
presentation.
presentation, yeah.
And I think it's the most different and the most interesting taste-wise. I thought this was absolutely elite. It was just, what a brilliant dish. And it was great that, it's the kind of dish, what's the Middle Eastern place in town? Paloma?
No,
There's a restaurant.
no.
Can't remember. That's
I went
useful.
there, didn't I, with Allegra and you,
Oh.
the Palomar.
Palomar, that's it, Palomar, which
Well done.
I would say is probably the most elite Middle Eastern restaurant in
Okay.
London, though
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure some will say different. This dish would have sat comfortably
Yes.
in the menu at Palomar.
You're right.
And I think it was great that you added the tomatoes. Just now I was thinking, I know what would have punched through, and that would have been pomegranate. That would have been great with it.
Ooh,
Or a
yeah,
smattering of pomegranate.
Just a few
over the
seeds, just
top.
to give it that sweetness.
Yeah.
Now, there is only one downside, and this is a very personal downside. I love garlic. Ever since I've done the FODMAP diet, don't know if I've mentioned it,
He has done that.
I've realised that garlic and onion are quite tricky for me, and they can cause some digestion issues, especially uncooked.
Raw.
And the problem is, this had about 50 globes? This had about 50 cloves of uncooked garlic.
Yeah, I know.
And so I loved the taste.
Yeah.
The taste was amazing. The chimichurri sauce,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
beans,
But
and
your
everything.
asshole didn't forgive you.
It was my stomach was quite upset for like 2 days. So I'm actually gonna remove that from the equation because that's a very personal thing. 10.
10
Hollywood
out of 10.
handshake.
Yeah,
Hollywood
I
handshake.
would give you a Hollywood handshake for this as well. It was thoroughly enjoyable. So many flavours. I think the addition, Alfie is great, right? But the addition of the tomatoes and the beans, I think it needed it. Without those, I don't know, I would have felt like I'd missed out on something.
Yeah.
So super healthy, completely vegan. The flavours were great. I agree with Bodge. Some pomegranate on the top would have been lovely.
Yeah.
But that butter bean puree, what I'm going to do is make that
Yeah.
just so I can have it on toast, like
a
a
great
great
idea.
topper for
Dead
toast.
easy.
for lunch.
Yeah.
Full of protein.
Exactly.
Butterbean got protein?
All beans have protein. They're a great
Right.
source of protein, just as good as any meat.
How hard was it to make, Nick?
No, it's not bad. I made the chimichurri sauce before, like earlier on. You know, cut the steaks. Not a lot of effort, really. You know, so I think it is like medium, like easy to medium, I'd say.
So I'd say
And
this is one dish.
You can
I know people listening don't always never make the dishes we make. No, occasionally they do.
But
try this dish.
Do
it's
it.
Brilliant.
And guess what it also does? You know, and this is what veganuary is all about, potentially, and being a vegan and just being vegetarian. It makes vegetables the hero, you know, and it really does make the cauliflower the star of the show. Rather than trying to replicate meat or try and get the flavour of something else. This is all in on veggie. So I love it.
Thank you, Nick. Time for listeners' messages. Time for a show dedication. Today's show is dedicated to Hannah Cheeseman. Hi, Hannah, if you're listening. The title of her review was Love, Love, Love. Hands in the air emoji, 5 stars. Hannah says, I want to leave a huge 5-star review for the podcast, both Bodge and Kate. And we can't forget Nick too, with a star emoji.
Cute.
She's a big fan. Hannah says, I've listened from day one and I genuinely never miss a week. You're usually in my ear at the gym or while I'm food prepping on a Sunday morning. Those chores are usually such a drag, but you make me completely forget what I'm doing. It's the quickest job when I'm giggling away listening to you. I first fell in love with Kate when you were on the MTV show, Celebrity Bumps.
Someone watched that show?
Someone watched it.
Someone watched it.
Pregnant with Noah.
That's 2 people now.
I have a little boy called Jasper who's 4. From that programme, I followed you on Instagram. Your book made me feel so much less alone as a first-time mum. Maybe
That's
Baby
nice.
on the mother's side, out now in all good bookshops. Watching you
Probably
both,
more online than bookshops
yeah,
now.
I think it's about £2 on Amazon. Get it while you can. Actually, it's going to be there forever. Watching you both navigate parenthood so openly has given me such a deep respect for you both. I absolutely love the addition to Nick to the podcast. The dynamic is spot on. Please keep doing what you're doing. Loads of love, Hannah. Thank you so much,
Thank you, Hannah. That was lovely.
Such a lovely review.
Really good.
Very
Really
thoughtful.
good.
Really lovely. And Bodge, just one more thing. It's your turn this week.
Yeah, okay. So Baxter is 15, as listeners may know. Baxter's our other dog. Shirley is here. She's 9. She's more mobile. Baxter's old. He's tired. We tend to not take him out as much. But when we go for a walk, we have a Baxter buggy, which someone sent to Kate, which is enormous.
It's more like a pram. You know,
It's
like
a pram.
Newborns have the bassinet pram.
Yeah,
That.
people will come up to us and go, oh, but it's hairy.
The amount of people that say, I thought it was a baby in there.
It's meant to be for a baby, though, isn't it? That's
No.
not dog.
No,
It's a dog pram.
Dog first.
Tavo Pets.
Yep, for real. I mean,
Tavo Pets, if you're listening,
listen,
we love you.
If you're dog mental, it's for you. Definitely, right? If you're dog mental, it's
If
for
your
you.
dog is disabled.
He's
or
not
your
disabled.
Dog, I'm not saying our dog is disabled,
Fine.
but he is 75% blind.
Yep.
And
He's got a disability. Yeah.
yeah, not all disabilities are visible, okay?
Yes.
And Baxter needs the buggy because Shirley requires a lot more exercise and I haven't got time to do 2 dog walks. So we take the buggy out, Baxter gets 15 minutes off lead and then gets back in the buggy and then Shirley gets an hour.
Just so you
It
know,
makes sense.
this isn't about the buggy.
Bodge refuses to push Baxter in the buggy, so he
No,
makes
that's
him
actually
walk.
nonsense.
He forces him to walk.
No, I refuse to go out on my own with the buggy
Yeah,
and Shirley. I think that's just a
understandably.
bad look for me as a grown man. If I'm out with a family, I always end up pushing the buggy anyway. That's fine. But I'm with my family.
That's fine.
People can kind of go, I see why you're doing this.
No, you don't.
If I'm on my own, no.
get it. I do.
Anyway,
Buggy
it's
all the
not
time.
about that. Here's what happens, right? We'll be walking along and I'll go, Kate, can I just grab something from the buggy? And she speeds up. She keeps walking.
No, I
and I'm
don't.
like, do you understand that I need you to stop to put things in the buggy?
Yes.
So this is my question to you. And actually, she did this today. We left the house.
Hi, Shirley.
We leave the house. Kate walks.
Yeah.
And I'm behind her, and I'm like, we're not in Iran. I don't have to be 10 steps behind you. Just wait for me. Kate is always rushing along like she has somewhere to be. Pret today.
I did the podcast studio to record Bodge and Kay have a lot on their plate.
Yeah, there's no different. We have to turn up at the same time,
Hi, Shirley.
right? Just
Yeah.
when I'm like, can I put something in there? Can you just stop? Where's the brake? Where's the Kate brake? I need like the handbrake,
Kate.
Kate.
Can't you just multitask? The prams move in. Just
Why do I
walk-
have to chase
walk
you?
quicker and put it in. Just
Why do I
throw
have
it
to
in.
chase you?
Throw it into the pram while it's moving. What's
Oh,
wrong
God.
with you?
This is like him trying to jump on a runaway train to
Yeah,
escape
yeah.
from town.
No, it's not. You're so dramatic. You're so dramatic. All he has to do is just pick up his pace a little bit.
Yeah.
Hey, Shirley, do you want to be on the podcast? Sorry, Shirley's on my
I
lap
just
right
would
now.
like you to, if I'm like, can I just put this in the buggy? Can you just stop? Just stop.
Okay.
Or at least grind to like a slower halt.
Good.
Don't go quicker.
I didn't mean to go quicker. Okay, I'll do that next time.
I think subconsciously Kate's like, let me make this harder for you. And that's what marriage is about, making things slightly harder for the other person.
Love you.
Love you too.
No, I genuinely love you. That was very insincere what you just
Yes,
said.
it was.
Yeah, I thought you were being insincere.
No, I was being genuine, and I think you could see that.
And now I'm in trouble.
Try it again.
Thank you so much for listening. The recipe for this week, Nick's fabulous cauliflower steaks. Oh, by the way, I made cauliflower nuggets out of the leftover cauliflower because Nick bought a kilo of cauliflower.
That's a lot of cauliflower, wasn't it?
They were great, but you didn't try them, so I'll make some more for Sunday, and
Okay.
you can taste test then.
Grand.
Have a great week. Thank you so much for listening and watching, and we will be back again next week. Ta-ra.
Love
Say
you.
goodbye, Shirley.
I love you. I actually love you.
Bye-bye.
And I love you.
Shirley, your breath smells of seaweed sandwiches.
Marge and Kate.